I also have the ability, my fine, beautiful ghoulies, to do this. So we can enjoy together. And I think that's neat. I also can do this. I can zoom in. I can zoom in on me. Ain't it grand? Anyway, let's enjoy and get into this together. Turn this bitch up. You all want me to read the subtitles? The little things as we go? Yes, yes. Okay. Let's get all spooky here.
I'll throw a little spooky filter on top of it. If you could turn on captions so I can read them.
I actually can't do that. You have to turn on captions on your own, and it's just a generated one for stream. I can't have like basic captions unless I built them into stream. Yeah, unfortunately, I think partners get them. Everybody might get like, hold on, let me look on stream. Allow close oh wait, I can't turn them on. Ooh. Okay. All right. Should be able to access them now. They're probably not going to be super accurate, but on the video. Oh. I mean, we'll go into that, but like looking over the captions is like a whole process for that. They're not going to show up very well in here. Anyway. But yeah.
Let us re-immerse. (1997). Old Oakburn population vanishes overnight. 2024. Classified information from the Oakburn cases is leaked by anonymous sources. A new light is shed on the case, which branches into countless theories, hypotheses, and discussions. The following images are based on the manuscript findings belonging to an anonymous inhabitant and restored cassette tapes depicting the phenomena. OAKBURN OPUS, Part 1.
It's Krampus.
On a cold morning, the outsider stumbled upon our gates and quickly became a welcome guest through the suite. Oh, fuck, I forgot these were fast. Then quickly... fuck!
There's so damn many of them.
Man, hi, welcome. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome on in. Thank you for the raid. I hope you are doing well. What were you doing? What were you playing? We are dissecting OAKBURN Opus. There you go. I like how it still shouts people out even if you get like type it wrong. Anyway, back into it.
And quickly became a welcome guest through our sweet, captivating melody. Through the sweet, captivating melody of his flute. My people brought him into our village, a secluded place west of Istavik Mountains. Of the Istavik Mountains. We provided the flutist with food, water, and shelter. And in return, the man continued to enchant our people with the tunes of the winds. The children, hold on. I wonder if, no. Oh, there is no closed captionings at all. Anyway, okay.
So it's hard to read here. It's a little like it looks like a negative scan of like a written note. I'm actually going to turn off my immersive lighting. Boop. There we go. Boop. So yeah, like I said, looks like a negative scan of like a written note. Reading it to the best of my ability. It says the children adored him, soothed by the melody or the melodic something blown. Me and mommy respected him for the great entertainment and happiness provided by the blown flute, I'm guessing. Yeah, almost like a negative microfilm record. Yeah. To the more humble folk, the flautist was a grateful form of art. Spooky symbol. It flipped. Children surrounding him. At least two. It's such a haunting sound. Three people, and somebody has this like upside down triangle. He hid them under the veil of reality. Impossible to breathe beyond existence. Keep looking. Do not follow the melody.
He adapted our customs. He adapted to our customs, ate and drank from our kitchen, hummed our chants, and honored our altars, without ever voicing a single thought. The flautist used the winds as his words and melodies as his speech.
I really like the fake distortion. Within the wind. Within the wind. It hid something. It hid. I don't know what that word is. Thing. It hid PWG, maybe? Within the wind. Yeah, him? Things? I'm thinking things, but within the wind, it hid things within the wind. It breached our spirits within the wind. The flautist brought beneath the veil. Okay, so those are all the pages, or the bits of the pages. Evidence 1, handwritten records, author unknown, recovered by Martha Astor in 2002. Evidence 2, the magnum opus. Hey, what's up, new mom? The 1997.
1997, the great flautist of old Oakburn announces the completion of his magnum opus. Fuck! A presentation is set to happen Friday night at Lake Oakburn. Hundreds of men, women, and children gather near the lake in anticipation.
Same person who recovered the writings recovered this, or recorded this. No, recovered, yeah. Calling him on stage, people cheering. Identity. Follow. Music. Identity, interpret and follow. Identity, interpret and follow. Identity, interpret and follow. Is this a split still, or are these two separate stills? Two separate stills. Path forward and the police and a road. I'm assuming the flautist in Lake Oakburn. This is a continuous image. Was he hovering above the lake? What you doing, Mr. Goatman? I love the distortion and this like fake buffering that it's doing. Fuck happened?
The morning after Old Oakburn woke up to silence, 1,043 inhabitants disappeared overnight. After quick and inconclusive investigations, little evidence was found. The existence and whereabouts of the flautist remained unanswered, an unanswered enigma. That was until 2003. The search for the Old Oakburn population continues.
Oh, so good. Just like it's such a good way to grab you and just pull you in. I wasn't done. It's such a good way to just grab you and pull you in to the narrative. Bombados, thank you for your resubscription. 8 months. Goddamn. What are you going to do with your Terror Tapes membership? What chaos are you going to get up to other than throwing ass in the store? Yeah, that's good. That's like a great way to just like get the hook in, pull you in. Immaculate vibes, music, art, which I believe is all made by the creator. I think this is a one-man project. And just all of that to just grab you, pull you in, and then throw you into the next episode. Which, being able to have another episode now, I'm gonna cheese. All right, let's get back into it. Episode 2.
(2003). 25 miles from Lake Oakburn, Lebedev residence. Gunshot.
All right, 2 gunshots.
I stood upon their blood. I stood upon the weapon. I stood before the flute. And the drowned city across beneath my feet arose beneath my feet.
Oh, it's good. The melody crawls in. The voice under the veil commands. The vessel answers. It's a frightening photo of the FBI or the police.
What stands before you, Detective Astor, is not a person. I exist, incarnated in a vessel of the arcane. I will entertain your feeble sense of justice. I will share you my tale. He knows well
His wicked ways. the fact that this is a 19-year-old, like, god damn. Hit me when them bass drops. Come on. December 10th, a call was made to the Istovik Police Department from the Lebedev household. The caller confessed to having committed a murder. A gun, a red room, blood. Jackson and Oliver Lebedev were dead, their bodies aligned in the dark room. The Lebedev brothers, naturalist photographers of Istovik, searched to capture the empty landscape of the mountains. Sorry, I thought I was going to sneeze there. The criminal was never identified. For the convenience of this investigation, the killer will just be addressed by the pseudonym John Doe. Evidence 3, the Lebedev murders.
A timeline based on the interrogations of John Doe conducted and recorded by the detective Martha Astor. 2003. December 5th, 2003. John Doe is led by the melody of a wind instrument emanating from Lake OAKBURN.
Like, these landscapes being just out of focus, like just a low enough quality, are such, like, it just really builds on the atmosphere. Mr. Goatman? Is that you? You playing your little flute in the fog again? John Doe.
From the very first moment the flute touched my mind, I was sure to have been struck by something otherworldly roaming the depths of the lake. Near the lake, John Doe encounters a monolith. On the surface of the smooth rock, a symbol was carved, a circle and 9 triangles.
Now, I wonder if that's the same monolith that we were seeing. No, because that was like up in the pine, like up on a hill, clearly, like in the pine trees. It's in a clearing. So there are multiple monoliths, either in and around Lake OAKBURN or just the OAKBURN County, Valley, whatever it's supposed to be. But that makes 2 different monoliths now, which is, you know, a little cause for concern.
I witnessed, in clear and inscrutable reason, the flute and the man. They taught me wisdom from the bottom of the lake, the drowned city, and the million who rest there. He raised me in that instant as a vessel.
That's a cool shot.
The emblem etched upon the rock, the beautifully profaned assortment of a circle and 9 triangles, suddenly gleamed in crimson hue. The song wove a web, his desire in an instant made clear. In the flute I discern the will of expansion which I was to provide. 5 days, allegedly in a deranged state of mind. December 10th, 2003. John comes across the Lebedev residence.
Shit, he's got a pickaxe. And Goat Homie's with him.
It is common for many inhabitants of remote areas and hidden places to forget their front doors unlocked. A naive custom, often conditioned by the emptiness surrounding it.
Always lock your doors, people. Ooh, you can see him in the background there. Like up, right under the word window. Through the window. Wait.
Through the window I beheld his lichened shape. A spectre whispered, in evoking horror, his unfathomable name.
Marvpapius? Marvpias? Marvpias. Marvpies. Marvpapuis. Marvpapoas. Marvpias. Marvpias. Nailed it. First try. Marvpias. Marvpias. A name in the melody. Marvpias. 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 Now it's got to be so like this might just be my autism. My autism and taking things literally. But like if it's meant to be a name in the melody and the beat is boom 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 and we're seeing the name 1 2 1 2 1 2 and it being timed with the heartbeat, I'm assuming it's a 2-syllable name, so it's Marvpias instead of Marvpias. P-us, which is 3 syllables. I'm going with Marvpias. Because 2 syllables, and then that clicks in my brain. I could be wrong, though. I could be filled with dumb. 1 second. I need to move something on my Steam Deck to make my life easier. On one hand, I do not need a bigger Steam Deck, but on the other hand, having like 25 or 30 buttons would be very nice. There we go. Now I can. Oh. Yeah. Anyway. But ciao.
And from the profane blade touched Marvpias's fangs. I cut their eyes open in the dark room.
Jesus, I wonder how, like, I wonder how he mutilated them. Because, like, he clearly shot them, but, like, Like, what did he do to them? 11 hour. So 11:42, John Doe furtively, I don't know what that word means. Strikes the Lebedev brothers. I assume like violently or aggressively or with purpose, maybe. Jackson takes a pickaxe hit to the thigh, snapping the femur, and is left debilitated. Oliver drags Jackson to the other room at gunpoint. Upon performing a suboptimal tourniquet. Okay. So they had the gun. Not our John Doe. Interesting. That our spooky man in the corner? Just lingering? I don't like the... Ugh. Oliver Lebedev, time of death, 12:07. My ears! Sorry, just the pickaxe was silly. Jackson Lebedev, time of death, 12:16. So what happened in those 6 minutes, roughly? New symbol, Lollipop Triangle. Sequel to Lollipop Chainsaw. Still 9, though. Big focus on the number 9. Oh, Martha, the sole reason I stand before you, narrating my tale, contributing to your futile pursuit of... I missed that. Oh, also, this is John. Back to being spooky. Hup!
Sole reason I stand before you, narrating my tale, contributing to your futile pursuit of a comprehensible truth, is to convey you his message. He calls you to the lake, your good friend beneath the veil. Visit the drowned city. Your failure to heed his warning will bring the same fate upon you and the few living folks you love. You will drown too.
I really appreciate the symbology of like a lot of the symbols kind of like either pointing back to the circle of 9 or pulling and pointing back to like the flautist, the goat man. Their bodies aligned in the dark room. Mr. Big Cheese himself. Molester breathing in the corner. Oh, he's got 6 arms. That's 4 arms? No, 6 arms. It's cheating. You can't play the flute super well and have 6 arms. Ooh, little car shot. Ooh. In defiance.
In defiance of John's alleged method of murder, the bodies of Jackson and Oliver were found in contradictory conditions. Agents at the scene first observed... Oh, fuck! At the scene first observed vascular marbling, skin discoloration, bloating in both the bodies.
That means they drowned, I think.
An autopsy analysis revealed pulmonary injury, insinuating that drowning was the cause of death.
I'm a fucking genius. I know my gross dead body things. The search for Old Oakburn population continues. Something's drippy. All right, part 3. This is the long part. This is the 20-minute part. I didn't read that. Flashing lights and images. Viewer discretion is advised. My salty water. This is like surfacing, like pulling yourself up. No, that's okay, sugar. Maybe just a general like disturbing content warning. Viewer discretion is advised. Like just a general warning. Hear that? It doesn't care. Listen, if Pokemon didn't give a fuck, then I don't gotta. But yeah, just like a general content warning. This is the type of shit I'd watch to sleep. Ooh. The land remains still, accursed by a tragic silence for over 5 years. Oh, these landscapes are gorgeous. Old Oakburn, a village hidden between barren mountains and white woods. At its heart, the depths of the lake. A single road connects the village to its neighbor town Istovik after 5 years of neglect and decrepitude that has become treacherous, overgrown with weeds and twigs, the path barely visible amidst the snow. I'm here now. I am home. home. Today, into those dark depths I must venture, and behold, my secret, the very root of my curse. These waters go much deeper. Oh, I love a good drippy 3. Ah, Doritos. Oh. Ow, fuck. Ow. 2002. The investigation begins. Martha Astor returns to Istovik. Ooh, voice acting? Oh no, never mind. For now, all the evidence collected from the 1997. Oh wait. I don't know why that "oh wait" sounded like the Gordy. Anyway.
For now, all of the evidence collected from the 1997 phenomenon is abstract, frantic, ambiguous, and reveals the arcane nature of the case. Manuscript findings, diaries, newspaper entries, and the cassette tape depicting the magnum opus. In some of these samples, one notices a strange constant. I believe to have found a promising clue, a line of investigation that will lead to the truth. Fuck! That will lead me back to the truth. There's a
Fucking alien up in this bitch. So he's like definitely a goat man. I don't know what his face looks like. His face is very obscured. But like I thought it was a dual set of horns, but it's clearly like horns and like big fucking like goat ears. Or perhaps condemned me. Oh.
Or perhaps condemn me to the most horrible perversity. A monolith raised in the woods that surrounded the lake. On its surface etched is the often-mentioned sigil, the sigil of Marvpius. Crumbly, covered in moss and stained with moisture, the stone, however, reveals a more intriguing nature when analyzed in depth.
Sounds like a Wendigo. Wendigos don't have antlers. That common misconception.
I found it possible to deduce the monolith's true purpose. A tombstone.
Oh.
Before the monolith, we are likely to find the entrance to the tomb. I will be conducting a solo expedition. I here now ask the department to allow the investigation to be continued by me and me alone. My roots are here. Our marks share the same curse. These sepulchre depths are mine to explore. For those who may inadvertently stumble upon these discoveries, stay away. Here there are destinies greater than death.
Oh, that's a good line. Sorry. I wonder if this is her symbol or a symbol that's tied to her. She was the only one to survive. Or at least from my understanding anyway. Rock. Acropolis. Upon prying
open the tomb's entrance, it revealed a vertical descent of absolute darkness, a pit that reached the depths of the earth.
Interesting. Okay. And from said pit, a horrible smell, a putrid, rotten miasma rushed to the surface. Despite the unbearable exhalations, I pressed forward. Oh, it's like an upward shot of the exit. Why wouldn't you like prop that up with like a stick or something? I get supernatural forces at work and all, but you know, come on. The faint hum of the tune. Black moss covered the walls, forever damp. The smell of fish carcasses, putrid scales. Disappearing into the ossuary? A gentle walk to the cursed ruins. To meet what roamed the ancient grounds. Our sigils burned in proximity. The pungent abyss of the mortuary dragged me to the secrets long forgotten, to disrupt knowledge better left unseen. A terrible familiarity, repressed memories of times of wrath, afflicted me in short flashes. Oh, this reads... I don't want to pull a meat canyon, but this is a very Lovecraftian fucking way of like when you're writing anything about like old gods and like ancient creatures, like you can just write it like a story and just kind of that be what you're pulling on and doing kind of your own like old god and Cthulhu. But like this is such a like H.P. Lovecraft and like that Arkham gang of like writers of writing and describing descending into something so otherworldly. And it's like, this is really well done. The fact that this is done, from my understanding, by not only a 19-year-old, but like, oh, it's mwah, beautiful, so fucking good. The terrible burden, this obsession, being dragged to things occult. Ethan, was this how you felt? It's like turning up? An exit? A door? Behold my necropolis. Ah! Shadow just being there for a moment. Meat walls! Book of Marv Pius. Who? I enjoy the serpents. Ooh, pretty little lake. Bingies. Oh, how the fuck was I supposed to read that? Huh? The fuck? I, long after the wrathful times. One, long after the wrathful times. Long after when the serpent's tongue no longer hissed, the drowned artist Marv Pius rises. It's a really cool way of doing rotoscoping because it's got like an etched kind of like inky sketch look to it. Risen from the pugnant water, carrying the darkness of those eldritch depths. Tenebrae. Hold on, I need to do something English to Latin. Hold on, Latin. English to Latin. Fucking Tenebrae. Darkness. I assume the other word is eternal. Yeah. Nailed it. Love me some Gregorian chants. A burning ember boils from within the fire. Maligny, servant to a certain viper's sin. Maligny is... Maligny. Evil. Dice array, a trade, a price was paid. His kin spared from the gloom of the lake. and now his flesh in torment laid. He dies. Days of wrath. Okay. Rise, a call from beyond the veil, roaming the last ring. Face the fire. Precum? What is that? Pec atum tum. Sin then his wail. Peccatum? Peccatum, yeah. Oh, yo. Marv Pius descended the mountains. Sorry, I got like a glare in the center of my screen. Marv Pius descended the mountain's height, forever white and glamorous, seeking the land of light. The city of snow. Welcome, chat. Today, Nightmare learns Latin. Isn't it great? The city of snow, where once two miracles were born from divine glow. The people of the city at the florid orange sunrise were... Fuck! Sorry, it's really hard to read this on bright light. Where sunrise were too soon, regret their pity. Were too soon, regret their pity. For the wind hid fangs and the maw of the drowned city opened under his arcane chance. To swallow the accursed soil, roar the fire from the 9 circles, then let the water boil. Bars. And he will drown them in darkness into the drowned city, the gloom of the lake, and the forever breathing necropolis. Reunion. To darkness. Thank you. Oh, so it's the things we read. It's just, written. That's sick. That's actually really well done. That looks great. Side note, kid, 19-year-old who's making this currently. I don't care if you're 20. I don't care if you see this when you're fucking 40. Make a book. I'll read the entire thing, the entire audiobook for free. I will do voices. Make a book. This is fucking great. Please, for the love of God, make a book. I will suck the sweat from your balls. It's so good. It's so well written. Like, okay, so there are many unfiction stories that are really well written and really well done. There are a lot that aren't. There are some that miss the mark, and that's okay. But there are so many that like sit down and they tell an interesting story, or they took off and they got like really popular because they did something different than anyone else. But like, this feels like promotional material for a film. Like, that's how polished this is. This is so well thought out and so well put together. The art is all phenomenal. Like, the music, the vibe and atmosphere, the little tidbits of lore that you are putting together for this entity, this creature. If all of this is just off the dome, like your all original creation. There's no like pulling from the Bible. There's no pulling from like any old text or folklore of certain creatures. I'm sure there's like inspiration, but like if this is not your interpretation of a story and this is all 100% you just sitting there, I'm so fucking just impressed. Like, this is so well done. This is so good and put together in such a like concise way, because as much as I love unfiction, a lot of unfiction has the problem of going on too long. They don't know when to stop. They don't know when to hang it up, because they get that modicum, that tiny bit of fame, or they get that like little bit of recognition, and then you get too much of you get too much. Like you get 2-3 seasons of a show that or a video that like really just needed like 10 videos. Like they don't know when to get in and get out. Ted the Caver, though, that was based on the story, did it beautifully. They got in, they got out. And the same thing with this. Like he's laid out his ground plan. Like he wants to do a little more, but not too much more. And like it's getting in, telling the story you want to tell, and not overstaying your welcome because everybody loves it. And there are some things that go on too long, and that's okay. But it's far more enjoyable when you get just this. You get the point and the plot of what they're trying to show you, what they're trying to convey, the story they're trying to tell. And then that's it. It's over. There is no more. I think that's great. I think that's a thing that we need to see more of in the creative space, let alone the ARG and unfiction space. Because this is awesome. He might drop the ball. Like, Editor Chan, fucking cut in now if he drops the ball and the ending is just ass, if it is Baraska Part 5. But it's just so well done. Martha. Will you behold me? Turn to me. Thou shalt hear the serpent slither through. Fuck. Thy brother's mouth. I don't like that. Also, if any of this turns out to be AI, I'm going to lose my mind. I'm going to fucking top tier crash out. I don't think it is, but we live in a world. Trippy. Snake? Well, there's definitely snake scales, but hands? Can't tell what that is. What is that? Oh! What? Oh. Fish? It's a fish man. Had to see some fish cock. Jesus. Thank God for water levels. And here you are. Entrapped within my shadow. Fear not, contain your shivers, for there are horrors beyond my rot. Our bane, our sigils, our blood and roots are shared, an eternal bond. Shall us recall those times? Or have you... Oh, God. Or have you grown to abhor? Have you grown to abhor your very nature? Have you grown to abhor our very nature? Like earth itself. Those wrathful days as I hold your lifeless corpse. When in that lake I can commune with beings far beyond. I contested death itself. And welcomed the vile force to bathe this land in blasphemy. Damned me to those depths. To choke for eons. A fragmented form. Rotten, I reside within. My dead throat shall cast upon this earth the fires of the 9 circles, to the land that plunged me into the darkest pits to blazing marble, to the drowned city so below, and those who skinned the lungs of mine will scream into the void, for eons far above, far beyond the name of that beast, the beast that sung. Whoa. Hold on. We got some stuff to look at here. The morning after old Oakburn woke up to silence 1000. Okay, so it's just that. Martha Ludolf, 1852. Matthias Ludolf, 1852 to 1897. Oakburn dies. Are. That was... What was dies Are again? Day of Wrath, 1897. Special Agent Martha Astor, Civic Police Department. She's cute. Piper. Martha Astor's findings were recovered in mid-2010 and remain classified until 2024. The material shows a direct connection between the detective An old OAKBURN's flautist. While also creating doubt on Astor's true identity. Oh, it's so good. 3D assets, the car, music. Okay, so you got music from people. It's so good. It's so well done. And always with the dripping. We're not done yet. I believe there is one more part. Yes, OAKBURN Opus Lies. He's got a Patreon. They did figures with their hands out or statues? Whoop!
What do you wager? I might win him yet.
Oh wait, this is like... It's like dialogue from something. What do you wager? I might win him yet. If you give me your permission first, I'll lead him gently on the road I set. Okay. Martha's calling. Discount Memorial Services.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more
I think this is our first, like, audio stuff.
Carter, listen to me. You're making a mistake. Talk to me. Don't you dare turn away. Don't you dare listen to him. I told you I'm working on it. For God's sakes, Carter, answer the phone! Just where the hell do you think? Just where the hell are you? What the hell were you thinking with that message? Stay away. Anthony, please don't follow the melody. My eyes.
Lies. of the wind. I'm deeply sorry for your loss. Such a terrible thing. My deepest condolences, Carter. My thoughts are with you during this difficult time. And what an endless grief to have their departure caused. I shall pray for you. I'll pray for us and all of the lost. Where have you been, man? We often talk about you. We left your office intact, you know, for when you get back. When you decide to come back. Time heals all wounds, Anthony. You ought to hold on tight. December 3rd, 2003. Time didn't heal a thing. Genuinely, with the little dialogue we do get, I would love if Red Diamond wrote an audio drama with his audio skills on top of it would be peak. That's true. The thing with like audio dramas is they're so much work. Like, and it's like managing a bunch of people because you need a ton of voice actors. Because like unlike just like a narrated story with voice actors, like you get a couple and people play a few different characters. Audio dramas are outright like every character is an individual. I think it'd be sick. I think it'd be really cool. It'd be cool to see. But also there's so little dialogue in this that I'm curious because there are not to like knock on him, but there are thousands of fantastic authors that can't write dialogue. And there are fantastic dialogue writers that can't write like your narrative set pieces. It's weird, but it's a thing that happens. So I would like to see more of his dialogue. Like I want to, like we've seen his chops with everything. This whole series is amazing so far. We've seen his chops with like writing, like pulling you in and drawing you down into the depths of the necropolis. I wanna see his like the way he like twists and turns with like actual conversation. I think that'd be interesting to see. I'm very, very curious. Back to it. All 10,043 residents of Old Oakburn disappeared overnight. Revolver spinning. As hope of ever finding them withered, the people built cenotaphs? Memorials. Oop. Some stone memorials raised in the mountains. As their names disappeared from our conversations, another monolith is built in their memory. Today, there are 900 cenotaphs. Okay, so that's what those are. Yesterday, 2 more were built. For among the 10,043, or, yeah, 1,043. I don't know why I keep saying 10,000. My brain. Ooh. Missing my wife and daughter, Catherine and Ashley Carter. Huh. Okay. So it's like a new character's perspective. Our gal is gone. As hope faded, people turned to their own illusions and conformity. What are these pictures? They moved on as we often do. But I can't conform. We all felt the wind shift uncannily that night. We all dreamt of those symbols. Something took them, a call on the wind. But I fear my strength is failing, and I will never stare into those empty graves again. See the Father. He grieves and withers, his mind a fiery sun. As he seeks a spirit of death, thunders draw closer, and a shadow halts at the door. The spin of the revolver cylinder is such a nice audio touch. A shadow came by. A box was left at the door. Inside, a tape and a letter with no signature. I didn't do it. It's not me. I didn't leave the tape. I am part of that power, which eternally lies, which eternally wills evil and eternally works good. Death is a guest whose visit is never fully celebrated. My gift, a piece of me, to show you what no man has seen. Okay. Death is a guest whose visit is never fully celebrated. My gift. Okay, it's the same thing. Zoomed. This reminds me of Nick Nocturne's office. With the lights off. This is like the Xbox 360 synthesizer for when you're listening to music. Serpent. Twin Hounds. The Blind Lady Justice. Ah, book 1. Do y'all see it? Did you see it? A statement by Professor Fyodor Petrov Lebedev, 1864. It's all connected. A grieving parent is most conductive to cosmic forces. And thus she bargained with the keen serpent. Should her redeem her motherhood on the shores of the wiser river. It says she bargained, but it kind of looks like she's beating the shit out of a skeleton and a snake. And the water turned crimson as the blood of our children sunk below. The covenant was fulfilled, and rays were the object of our grief, the twins. The Piper. Yet the compact commands the sorcerer's willingness, and the bargain commands the veneration? Contrarily, the Viper won't sink its teeth. Symbols speak the language of our faiths. The circle, the cycle, and the obsession. The triangle, fire. The inverted triangle, water. The line, the bond. In their covenant, the serpent would grant power to those who venerate it. Power to defy death, power to reunite life and death. One can only speculate about the sorcerer's mental state, but as for the Ludolf, with all due respect, I wish to refrain from discussing her personal tragedies. Truth is, the serpent is alluring. Elixir viate oozing from the viper's fangs. Snake jump scare. She cries your name every night, the little one. Here, my forces it's too fast. Elixir of life. Oh, okay. Vapor! Hello, welcome on in. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. How was your stream? For those coming in, I am Nightmare Nexus, your horror host and owner of the Totally Not Haunted video store known as Terror Tapes. We're doing an ARG deep dive today. We're trying to check everything out. What were you up to, Vapor? Usually means either life or blood, I think. Oh, yeah. My knowledge comes from Vampire the Masquerade. Nightmare, can you speak from experience? Is that what deals with you looks like? Just a script? Yeah. So you summon Nightmare. You either go to the parking lot of an abandoned building to which you would find Terror Tapes in, because Terror Tapes is in all abandoned buildings if you look hard enough. Or you go to the parking lot of like a Denny's or a Waffle House. And then I'll like pop out from behind a light pole and we'll scrap a bit and then we'll go get some pancakes. Oh, my players acted in ways I didn't think they would. Ooh, are you doing some tabletop RPG? Oh, big stretch. Oh, my spine. Jiminy Christmas. Here my forces lay strong. Should you wish to dry her tears. The sigil is key. You know which one.
Please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
I tried calling. You left me out in the Denny's parking lot. You took my car. This sucks. The Hat Man's here, and he's kind of boring, and he keeps talking to me about the people he spies on. It's not cool. Anyway, bye.
Voice of Anthony Carter, recorded December 2003.
Martha. I'm tired. I know you try. We all know how good you are at finding people. But to me, your words just don't have any meaning anymore. You say you'll fix things. Then look away and frown, then with a cold stare you return to the same old condolences. Is there really something inside you, behind the husk? I found the damn solution. Or maybe the solution found me, it doesn't matter. So don't worry about lying anymore. I know these symbols have great power. I'll fix it myself. I'll save my family.
Mans is gonna die. Birds. Hi, Goat Man. Catherine Carter, 1959 to 1997. Anthony Carter, 1958. Goose Poop. Ashley Carter, 1984 to 1997. Journey Home. Had all the black stones turned to him, a grimace in each, and a judging stare. The Carters, Damaged Family Photo, 1997. A child is frightening to look at. Entire population disappears. Carl McDonald. The Carters. That mailbox is so high. What if you have a short mailman? Damn. Oh my God, it's so high. Sorry. Spooky. Spooky little house. Nice house. Gorgeous house, actually. Goddamn. Nice little kitchen. Ominous hallway. Big hallway, too. Which reminds me of like those old point and click games. Oliver Things Stood Still. Perfect to memory. Oh, she painted the goose. Swan? Ashley's Diary, October 1997. October 3rd to October 7th. cold and foggy morning. The wind blew softly as an outsider stumbled upon our gates. Hunched and cloaked, he came toward us, deeply injured. Our people took him in and treated his nasty wounds and offered him refuge. He is tall and thin. He towers over any crowd and shines at the touch of the sun. From his dark cloak, he withdrew a flute. It is enchanting, unlike anything else. So we gathered around the fire, and they all danced from night to morning, from the morning to night, and sometimes the tall figure danced too. Hey, yo. Hot fish man? He stays here. He roams the night, spreading melody throughout the avenues, soothing the ill and the children and all the folks into mighty peaceful sleep. In anxious nights, he calms my heart. October 8th. This morning he insisted on accompanying me on a walk in the woods. He said he wished to protect me from any hungry wolves. We were looking for the forget-me-nots and fireweeds and all the pretty flowers that blossomed around. This kid's fucking super talented. Oh my god. Most of the time he followed silently, but then the wind blew around us, and I'd understand his words. He says he was here a long time ago, and he saw some of the old houses being built. When old OAKBURN was not so old, he led the people here. The settlement thrived, but then came times of wrath, and all was consumed by a great fire. He leaves, he says. He carries his loss to a very dark and gloomy place he wishes I would never see, but it was all done now, and the past could not be redeemed. Would you like to see something beautiful? He said. He walked out of the woods to the shore of the lake. These went from like simple drawings to like actually beautiful. And on the lake, a beautiful white swan, as in my dreams, and the beautiful images that came from his flute. Dad says the lake is barren, and that there is no fish, no animals that drink there, and no life could exist in those waters. But the flautist said he and death walk side by side. Jesus Christ. October 9th. One day before the magnum opus. The Carter family's last recorded call.
Hey, honey. How are things? How is Ash? Yeah, I'm fine. I'm just calling to say that I won't actually be making it home tonight. Tomorrow. There was an accident. One of our trainees messed up really bad today, and I'll spare you the nasty details. They were really, really dumb with a rifle. No. No, the dumbass is alive. Yeah, lucky. No, of course they want me here and help them sort this mess out. Really, really sorry. things sorted out shouldn't take more than a week. A week, yeah, it sucks, I know. So, how about you break the news to Ash and tell her I'll pass by Miss Jane's shop and grab some of those... Shit, what was it again she wanted? Yeah, colored pencils. Those fine and expensive as shit colored pencils. Tell her Dad will bring him some of those as an apology. Tell her I love her. Well, I gotta go. Take care, honey. Miss you too. Very much.
Here.
I love you. Bye.
Here that it's the wrong form of two. I was about to give him shit for not telling his wife he loved her. The clock strikes 12. Towards the attic, there in which she will bargain the weight of his grief. Fucked up the circles and triangles, Anthony. To what do I kneel? I see your symbols. I acknowledge your divinity. I do not seek retaliation. See? Devotion, and I only shall ask one thing in return. The lives of my families, free them. Dispose of mine as you see fit, but free my child. Free them both, and keep me instead, I beg you. I can... Oh. We got a little bit of a... I can no longer bear it. Whatever you be, I've seen your light. I've answered your call. Talk to me. Lord of Rats, talk to me. Follow the melody. Where are you, Anthony? Whose anguish cries? Drew towards me with all your force. You begged my presence, you implored my voice. Now hearken to my melody, seek my wind. Impart your wail unto me. And once so prosperous, Sorry. Impart your wail unto me. Once so prosperous in your love. Would you like to rejoin them? Making me think of Alan Wake. Instruct me. I'm in the lake. The exit shall remain sealed until our unification. For ghosts and conjurers, the same laws appertain, the same way they enter in. They must go out. Oh, he's huge. What? But I beg you, how should they be of any use? I have use in you. Thus, I tempt you to a compact of much value. How? You'll join them. May you rest, united in their slumber beneath these waters. Shall you resign your flesh, relinquish your body upon fulfilled covenant, I shall raise you as a vessel. Is that hesitancy? You failed as their protector once. I now offer you the facility, the faculty to redeem your fatherhood. You sought a spirit of death, and I have come. Unite or persist in your own misery. Oh my God, he's the John Doe. I accept. Or he's a new vessel, but I think he's the John Doe. I wonder, it's like, cool, if I take these kids, this man will survive. If this man survives, he'll seek me out. If he seeks me out, he'll be used as a vessel. If he's used as a vessel, he can go off and kill the Lebedevs and bring Martha to me. I wonder if it's that tasty. I wonder if it's that deep, or if it's just coincidence. That Bible verse was too crunchy to go back and read. The boy with the gun. After the encounter, Carter wanders the mountains for 5 days, allegedly in a deranged state of mind. Oh, I'm a fucking genius. I'm a genius. It's very clearly laid out, but I'm a genius. Fuck you. December 10, 2003. Carter comes across the Lebedev residence. This little, like, is so good. So good in my brain. The body bags? Yeah. The caller confessed to murder. What have you done? What will it be then, Martha? Our people are fed up with these nightmares. Take them to the lake and stay out of sight. Make sure they sink. Just give me a few minutes. Carter's emptied. No. This is not Carter. Not anymore. I'll deal with him. See the Astor. Her stare is empty, and she rewrites our tragedies. That night in their papers, she writes the brothers drowned and sunk. That night in her condolences, she says Anthony Carter laid face down in blood, with 5 bullets in his chamber and another in his head. She lies. She lies because no lamb shall fear any wolves, for all the wolves have drowned. But in truth, only one wolf drowned, didn't it, Martha? We have overstayed our welcome. The only path for redemption is our destruction. Chills. Chills. God damn. If this was soup, it would be soup so good I fucked the bowl. Oh shit, Kitty, thank you for reminding me. I gotta set up that like exclamation mark clip. Oh my god, dude. Oh, it's so good. It's so well done. Ah, fuck. By me, and I sincerely appreciate the patience and trust in the series. I need to talk to this man. I need to talk to this man. I need to talk to this man. A conversation needs to be had. Red Diamond Extras.